Hey guys, in today's video I'll be reviewing the top 8 best gaming mouse. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to rank them based on their quality, durability, customer reviews, and more. If you want to know about the best pricing and more information, you can check the description links below. Number 8 in my list is Fantech Aria XD7 gaming mouse. At a mid-range price point, we recommend the Fantech Aria XD7. Its symmetrical, egg-like shape provides a comfortable fit for most hand sizes and grip-type preferences. Despite its more affordable price tag, it's only a bit heavier than our top pick, the Razer Viper V2 Pro. It has Pixart's new flagship sensor, the PAL3395, which is closely related to the sensor in the Razer, offering superior performance across the board. It's pictured in its lightest configuration with a modular backplate with small cutouts to save weight. That said, it also comes with a solid backplate option that's only slightly heavier if you prefer the look and feel of a solid plastic body. If this mouse has a weakness, the battery life sits at a maximum of around 30 hours between charges. While this won't present any problems if you get into a regular recharging schedule, it may be annoying if your usage is more variable. For an alternative around the same price point with a much longer battery life, check out the HyperX Pulsefire Haste 2 Wireless. The HyperX is a great alternative for casual gaming, but it's outperformed by the Fantech if you mainly play fast-paced competitive games because its click latency is significantly higher. Number 7 in my list is Razer Naga Pro Gaming Mouse. Even the Naga Pro Wireless has been somewhat replaced by the Naga V2 Pro Wireless. It's so much cheaper by comparison. That's why we're still keen on the older version, so long as it stays as budget-friendly as it is today. What you get here is an MNO mouse and a wireless mouse, a 2-for-1 deal we can't turn down. The Naga Pro drops the cable for Razer Hyperspeed wireless and Bluetooth connectivity. It also picks up optical mouse switches and the over-the-top 20,000 dpi sensor. The overall design of Naga Pro stays close to the Naga Trinity it replaced, but has gained a bit of weight to accommodate the new tech. The Naga Pro is 7 mm wider and heavier than the Trinity at 117 grams, but thanks to the 100% PTFE feet, it glides smoothly across most surfaces. The bigger mouse also takes some getting used to, requiring my long hands to adopt a full palm grip, but the contoured mouse buttons and a rest for my ring finger make it easier to hold onto. Textured rubber grips for the thumb and pinky also help. Number 6 in my list is Logitech G Pro Gaming Mouse. It's been a long time since we last looked at the wired Logitech Pro Gaming Mouse, nearly 8 years, and I was surprised to see that design has more or less stayed the same after all that time with upgrades beneath the surface. Both the Pro Wireless and Pro X Superlight Wireless use a similar form factor. After using the Pro for a bit, it's safe to say if it ain't broke, well, you know. Upgrades like the Hero 25K optical sensor give it a max DPI of 25,600. It sits at 85 grams. While not the lightest mouse, it feels light enough without having the thing perforated like the glorious Model O. If you're playing a Twitch shooter like CS, Go, or Valorant, you should be able to do some damage. I don't particularly like super light gaming mice since they feel as though they would crumble when you apply the slightest pressure. The G Pro is a great feeling mouse, especially in Diablo IV, where detonating dozens of corpses with a necromancer feels satisfying with every click. The ultimate test for me, however, is always a shooter. I'm happy to report that I held my own in Fortnite, especially with precision weapons like the stupidly powerful thermal DMR in the latest season. Number 5 in my list is Logitech G502X Gaming Mouse. At first glance, Logitech's G502X gaming mouse may not appear much different to its predecessors, but look a little closer and you'll notice some useful revisions, in particular for FPS players. While there's no change to the already improved G502 Hero 25 sensor, there are some impressive ergonomic enhancements to note, along with customizability, and in fact, Logitech has doubled down on making the Logitech G502X lighter. It comes in at 89 grams, which is a significant difference over the Hero's 121 grams. Sadly, it doesn't come with the option to configure the weight like the Hero, which would have been a nice addition considering it's going for the same price as its predecessor. There's no LED system behind the Logitech G symbol or any RGB at all. And while that's a little disappointing that you can't program damage flashes on your mouse, for example, it makes sense to appeal to the FPS audience more. Number 4 in my list is Logitech G203 Gaming Mouse. If you find the Logitech G203 LightSync familiar, you're not the only one. This mouse may be tipped as a fairly recent arrival, but it is almost functionally identical to the G203 prodigy that preceded it. The G203 LightSync sits within a hotly contended category of budget-conscious gaming mice. Most of all, it faces stern competition from Razer, whose lineup at this price, or thereabouts, now includes the DeathAdder Essential, Basilisk Essential, and Viper Mini. However, the G203 LightSync has enough about it to stand its own. Its no-nonsense design packs the bare essentials, and it builds upon that slight flair for the aesthetic that you won't find quite so pronounced anywhere else. The G203 LightSync is a wired mouse. It's light speed that you're looking for if you're after a wireless rodent. Instead, LightSync denotes this mouse's compatibility with the Logitech G app and RGB lighting system, which is able to unify RGB lighting effects across compatible Logitech products. What's somewhat confusing is that non-LightSync products are also able to integrate with said app to varying degrees. Number 3 in my list is Razer DeathAdder V2 Gaming Mouse. You can pick up the improved DeathAdder V3 nowadays, but we're still fans of the older kit as it's just so darn cheap right now. Someday that'll change, yet for now we're betting on the better value buy. The most obvious improvement with the V2 over the original DeathAdder is the Focus Plus optical sensor, the same one used in the excellent Razer Viper Ultimate Wireless. I'll go into it in a second, but I was more impressed by the more subtle changes Razer has made for the V2. The first is the scroll wheel. Razer has a ridiculous name for the new design, Instinctive Scroll Wheel Tactility, but the results are perfect. It's exactly the right tightness. It spins smoothly, but you can still feel every notch of the turn, so you won't accidentally scroll too many times. The fact Razer is using a special wire with an equally ridiculous name, SpeedFlex cable, also sounds insignificant, but turns out to be a big deal. I've used a version of the DeathAdder, the Expert, for years, and my one complaint is that the stiffer wire can sometimes pull the mouse to one side, depending on how it sits on my desk. Number 2 in my list is Logitech G305 Gaming Mouse. With the Logitech G305 Lightspeed, Logitech has created a high-performance wireless gaming mouse that doesn't cost the earth. Its mid-range price has it competing against some great wired mice, but there's no compromise in performance or design. The G305 uses Logitech's Hero sensor, an iteration of the fantastic sensor Logitech's best mouses, from the classic G502 down to the G Pro X Superlight. It can last more than 200 hours on a single AA battery, which helps keep the cost down versus being rechargeable. The small wireless dongle can be stored inside the body of the mouse, but critically, the left and right-click buttons are separate pieces from the removable palm rest, ensuring a reliable and satisfying click. Number 1 in my list is Razer DeathAdder V3 Pro Gaming Mouse. With over 15 million sold since its inception, the Razer DeathAdder has certainly earned its place in the Best Gaming Mouse Hall of Fame and at the top of our Best Gaming Mouse Guide. There have been so many iterations and variants of the legendary mouse, and with the newest one, the DeathAdder V3 Pro, Razer isn't really messing with a winning formula. In fact, it has doubled down on everything that earned the DeathAdder its name. Excellent ergonomics and pro-level performance. Razer has taken the DeathAdder to the gym, cut down the fat, shed weight, and ripped the muscles to create a lean, mean, clicking machine. The design changes are reasonably subtle, but enough to offend some DeathAdder diehards. Gone are the massively flared-out mouse buttons and smooth shell in favor of a slimmer, less aggressive profile that has more in common with the Viper Ultimate than previous DeathAdders. It's still very much a right-hander's mouse thanks to the slanted curve of the mouse's hump that leans ever so comfortably into your palm. The shell has a new micro-texture coating instead of smooth plastic. It helps keep the now 63 grams mouse, a 25% drop from the previous DeathAdder, from flying out of your hand in the heat of battle. Alright guys, this we are today's video. If you find this video helpful for you, then like the video, and if you come to our channel first time, then hit the subscribe button for amazing and coming videos. Be sure to check out the link in the description for updated price of all the products discussed in this video. Hope you have a great day and see you soon in the next video.